My parents left for a trip to Hawaii on my wedding day, leaving me a gift. When I opened it, my eyes widened. My burned wedding dress inside with a letter. Let's see how you get married. They didn't know my in-laws. So when I posted photos with my in-laws, Goldsmith billionaires, my parents got mad. Townsend calls bombarded me. If you had asked me just a year ago what my wedding day would look like, I would have told you about a white dress, a sunny day, and the sound of laughter filling every corner of my family's old house in Boston. I used to close my eyes and imagine myself walking down the aisle, my parents beaming with pride, Daniel waiting at the end with that nervous smile of his. I had been planning every little detail for months, right down to the color of the napkins and the songs the band would play. I believed in fairy tales, and I believed, at least until that morning, that my life was about to become one. But as it turns out, nothing in life ever happens quite the way you plan it. That morning, I woke up before the sun, my heart pounding with excitement and nerves. I wandered downstairs, hoping for the familiar smell of coffee, and maybe a quiet moment with my mother, Margaret, before the chaos began. Instead, the kitchen was empty. No one was home except for me and the echo of my footsteps. It was strange. My parents, Charles and Margaret, were nothing if not unpredictable, but I never thought they would miss my wedding morning. I checked my phone for any messages, maybe a note explaining where they had gone, or when they would be back. There was nothing. I wandered through the silent house, remembering how it used to feel when I was a child, safe, noisy, alive with laughter and love. Now it felt hollow. Just as I was starting to worry, my mother appeared in the hallway, her suitcase in hand, dressed in her favorite blue travel dress. My father followed behind, sunglasses perched on his nose, his face impossible to read. My heart jumped. Where are you going? I asked, my voice coming out a little higher than I meant. My mother didn't answer right away. She simply handed me a box wrapped in shimmering gold paper, tied neatly with a red ribbon. A gift for your future, she said. Her voice was calm, almost cold, and she didn't meet my eyes. Before I could ask anything else, she turned away, calling over her shoulder that they had a plane to catch. My father gave me a brief hug, a formal pat on the back, not the bear hugs he used to give when I was younger. And then they were gone, the front door closing behind them like the last word in a sad story. I stood there, clutching the box, feeling more alone than I ever had before. I wanted to scream, to run after them, to beg them to stay, but I didn't. Instead, I walked slowly back to my room, holding the box as if it might break. The next few hours passed in a blur. My bridesmaids arrived, chatting and laughing, trying to keep my spirits up. I smiled, pretended everything was fine, but inside I was trembling. I couldn't stop thinking about my parents. Why would they leave? Why today of all days? My heart raced every time I glanced at the gold, wrapped box sitting on my dresser. Finally, unable to wait any longer, I sat down and carefully untied the ribbon. My hands were shaking so badly that it took 3 tries just to open the box. When I lifted the lid, I gasped out loud. There, carefully folded, was my wedding dress. The dress I had picked out with my mother, the one she said made me look like a princess. But now it was ruined. The edges were blackened and singed, and the delicate lace melted in places. It smelled like smoke and heartbreak. On top of the dress was a single sheet of paper. I unfolded it with